at this cute elephant. Isn't he sweet? Oh, I just love elephants. They're such amazing animals. And we have another one over here. Oh my goodness, two elephants. Well, I certainly am glad that they are not full-sized elephants, or it would be very crowded in Grandma Kitty's living room. Hello there. Welcome to Grandma Kitty's house. And I'm Grandma Kitty, of course. I was just admiring my little two elephant friends here. Oh, I just love elephants. Don't you love elephants? They are just such amazing animals. They're just so interesting, and there's so many unique features about them. And speaking of elephants, I have a story about an elephant. I wanted to share that with you. It's called the Saggy Baggy Elephant. Here it is. And this one is a classic. Do you know what a classic means? It means it's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah, this story has been around since 1947. Yes, more than 75 years ago. But it is still a good story. Yeah, and this one is a little golden book. Do you know how to tell they're little golden books? Because they have a gold binding. Yes, I just love the little golden books. They are such good stories. Well, let's read this together, shall we? You going to listen here, little elephant friends? I think you'll enjoy it. So this is the Saggy Baggy Elephant, and it was written by K.M.B. Jackson. All right. A happy little elephant was dancing through the jungle. He thought he was dancing beautifully. 1, 2, 3, kick. But whenever he went 1, 2, 3, his big feet pounded so that they shook the whole jungle. And whenever he went kick, he kicked over a tree or a bush. The little elephant danced along, leaving wreckage behind him, until one day he met a parrot. "Why are you shaking the jungle all to pieces?" cried the parrot, who had never before seen an elephant. "What kind of animal are you anyway?" The little elephant said, "I don't know what kind of animal I am. I live all alone in the jungle. I dance and I kick and I call myself Suki. It's a good sounding name and it fits me, don't you think?" "Maybe," answered the parrot, "but if it does, it's the only thing that does fit you. Your ears are too big for you, your nose is way too big for you, and your skin is much, much too big for you. It's baggy and saggy. You should call yourself Saggy Baggy." Suki sighed. His pants did look pretty wrinkled. "I'd be glad to improve myself," he said, "but I don't know how to go about it. What shall I do?" "I can't tell you. I never saw anything like you in all my life," replied the parrot. The little elephant tried to smooth out his skin. He rubbed it with his trunk. That did no good. He pulled up his pant legs, but they fell right back into dozens of wrinkles. It was very disappointing, and the parrot's saucy laugh didn't help a bit. Just then a tiger came walking along. He was a beautiful, sleek tiger. His skin fit him like a glove. Suki rushed up to him and said, "Tiger, please tell me why your skin fits so well. The parrot says mine is all baggy and saggy, and I do want it to fit me like yours fits you." The tiger didn't care a fig about Suki's troubles, but he did feel flattered and important, and he did feel just a little mite hungry. "My skin always did fit," said the tiger. "Maybe it's because I take a lot of exercise, but," added the tiger, "if you don't care for exercise, I shall be delighted to nibble a few of those extra pounds off that skin for you." Oh, no thank you, no thank you," cried Suki. "I just love exercise. Just watch me." Suki ran until he was well beyond reach. Then he did somersaults and rolled on his back. He walked on his hind legs and he walked on his front legs. When Suki wandered down to the river to get a big drink of water, he met the parrot. The parrot laughed harder than ever. "I tried exercising," sighed the little elephant. "Now I don't know what to do." "Soak in the water the way the crocodile does," laughed the parrot. "Maybe your skin will shrink." So Suki tramped straight into the water. But before he had soaked nearly long enough to shrink his skin, a great big crocodile came swimming up, snapping his fierce jaws and looking greedily at Suki's tender ears. Oh no, he wants to eat him. The little elephant clambered up the bank and ran away, feeling very discouraged. "I better hide in a dark place where my bags and sags and creases and wrinkles won't show," he said. By and by he found a deep, dark cave, and with a heavy sigh, he tramped inside and sat down. He's all discouraged, huh? Suddenly he heard a fierce growling and grumbling and snarling. He peeped out of the cave and saw a lion padding down the path. "I'm hungry," roared the lion. "I haven't had a thing to eat today. Not a thing except a thin, bony antelope and a puny monkey and a buffalo, but such a tough one. And 2 turtles, but you can't count turtles. There's nothing much to eat between those saucers they wear for clothes. I'm hungry. I could eat an elephant." And he began to pad straight toward the dark cave where the little elephant was hidden. "This is the end of me, sags, bags, wrinkles and all," thought Suki, and he let out one last trumpeting bellow. Just as he did, the jungle was filled with a terrible crashing and an awful stomping. A whole herd of great gray wrinkled elephants came charging up, and the big hungry lion jumped up in the air, turned around, and ran away as fast as he could go. Suki peeped out of the cave, and all the big elephants smiled at him. Suki thought they were the most beautiful creatures he had ever seen. "I wish I looked just like you," he said. "You do," grinned the big elephants. "You're a perfectly dandy little elephant." And that made Suki so happy that he began to dance 1, 2, 3, kick through the jungle with all those big, brave, friendly elephants behind him. The saucy parrot watched them dance, but this time he didn't laugh, not even to himself. And there's Suki right in the middle, surrounded by all the other elephants. Oh, isn't that a nice story? I like that story. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of another story we did a while ago about the ugly duckling. Do you remember that story? It was about the bird that thought he was a duck, and he tried to fit in with the rest of the group, but he was just different, and everyone picked on him. And do you remember what the problem was? He wasn't a duck. No, when he grew up, he turned into a beautiful swan. Yeah, so the little elephant in this story, well, he had a bit of trouble figuring out who he was too, didn't he? So today, I thought we could talk about elephants. I mean, they're big animals, so we have a lot to talk about. Yeah, so I got my little friend here, Ellie. Ellie can help me out. Ellie, you probably know more about elephants than Grandma Kitty does. Yeah, I mean, I can only read about them in a book. I don't live near elephants, but you probably know a lot more than me. So tell me, where do elephants live? So Ellie says that they live in Africa and Asia where it's warm. Yeah, so is there a difference between an Asian elephant and an African? Ellie says that some of them are bigger than the others. Their ears are different shaped, and some of them have tusks and some of them don't. Oh, I see Ellie doesn't have any tusks. Those are the long white things that stick out beside their trunk. Yeah, so some of them live in forests. Oh, like a rainforest, yeah. And some of them live in grasslands and savannas. Yeah. So I suppose if you knew elephants, you could tell the difference between them just by looking at them, right? By the shape of their ears? Ellie says, yeah, that's true. Yeah. What's that? Oh, Ellie wants to know if we want to know about their trunks. Do you want to know about their trunks? So I do. So tell us about your trunk, Ellie. How does it work and what's it for? It has 40,000 muscles in it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's pretty amazing. Do you know how many muscles our body has? Human bodies don't even have 1,000. And she's got 40,000 right here in this little trunk. Yeah, so they must be really strong. What did they use them for? To pick things up, she says. Oh, to sound warnings and greet other elephants. And to suck up water to drink. So how much will a trunk hold? 8 liters of water? Oh, yours probably wouldn't hold that much because yours is kind of small. Here, let me show you. This is a 2-liter bottle, so that would be 4 of those in an elephant's trunk. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, they must be very thirsty animals. Ellie says they drink between 30 and 50 gallons of water a day. Here, let me show you. This is 1 gallon. Can you imagine 30 to 50 of those for 1 elephant for 1 day? Oh my goodness, that is definitely a lot of water, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Ellie wants to know if we want to know about the tusks now. Yeah, tell us about the tusks. What are they? Oh, Ellie says they're like big teeth. Yeah, big teeth that stick out. Yeah, they help elephants get food, yeah? They move things around with them, dig holes. Oh, and use them to protect themselves, yeah? Like in the story when the tiger and the lion wanted to eat the elephant, the elephant could use their tusks to protect them. Yeah, Ellie says that's true, yeah. So let me ask you, Ellie, when kids are little, they lose their baby teeth and then they get big teeth. So if a tusk breaks off, will it grow back? Oh no, it won't grow back, no. Oh, Ellie says once they're broken, they stay broken. Oh, well, that's too bad. Yeah. She wants to know if we want to know something else that's too bad. Yeah, tell us. Oh, poachers. Have you ever heard of poachers? Yeah, poachers will kill the whole elephant just to get the tusk. Yeah. Do you know what they want the tusk for? They use the tusk for piano keys, yeah, or chess sets, or jewelry, ornaments and carvings, yeah. But isn't it a shame to kill the whole elephant just to take those little tusks that grow beside their trunk? That's really very sad, yeah. I've heard that some countries are limiting the sale of ivory in an effort to protect the elephants, and that's a good idea, huh? We don't want to lose our elephants, do we? No, they're beautiful, and they're a very important part of life, yeah. What's that, Ellie? Oh, they're the world's largest land animal. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, so they're big. Yeah, they eat all the time, Ellie says. Yeah, so how much do they eat? 16 hours a day, Ellie said. Yep, they eat 16 hours a day, and just plants. They don't eat any meat. So, oh my goodness, they must just sleep and eat. That's all they do, huh? Sleep for 8 hours and then eat for the rest of the time? Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I love elephants, but I'm glad they don't live near me because they'd eat my whole garden. Yeah, yeah. Now, I've been to the zoo before and seen elephants, and sometimes there's like 3 or 4 kids riding on the back of them. Do you think you'll ever be that big, Ellie? Yeah, she says she hopes so, yeah. So is there anything else you can tell us about elephants? Oh, she says they can live up to 70 years. Wow, that's a pretty good long life for an animal, yeah. Oh, and they travel in herds, yeah, yeah. So what size are the herds? Oh, they might be small, like maybe 8 elephants, or, could be up to 100 elephants. Can you imagine seeing 100 elephants walking toward you? That would be quite a sight, wouldn't it? That would definitely get your attention, yeah. So what are elephants good at other than eating and drinking lots of water? Oh, she says they have good memories, yeah, yeah. Oh, and they're good swimmers. Yeah, she said they can spend hours in the water. Do you know what they do? They can swim underwater because they use their trunks like a snorkel. That's very interesting, huh? Oh, Ellie says 2 more things. They use mud for sunscreen. I'm glad I'm not an elephant. And they are afraid of bees. Seriously, Ellie? Afraid of bees? Yeah, elephants are afraid of little bees. Oh my goodness. Well, I hate to tell you this, Ellie, but I have a bee bag. A bee basket? Yeah, but you know what? I'll try to keep the bee away from you, okay? Yeah, because I know bees and elephants don't mix, I guess. Yeah. Well, Ellie, would you like to do Move and Groove with me? Oh, she wants to know what Move and Groove is. Well, it's when we get up and we move around, we move to music. Not necessarily dancing, no, we're just moving to music because we want to make our hearts beat, make our hearts happy. Oh, you're probably right. She says if she moves and grooves inside the house, she'll probably make the windows rattle. She's probably right. Yeah, elephants should not be dancing inside the house. No. All right. Well, why don't you sit right here, Ellie, and we'll do our move and groove. So Ellie's not going to do move and groove. Ellie's just going to sit here and be comfortable. But you hop up off that couch and join me, all right? I brought made for this. So let's do this together. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Oh, here we go. All right, ready to move and groove?
I was made for this, I live for this. God has a reason for my life. I'm gonna shout it out without a doubt. I was born for this, built for a purpose. There is a God who made it all, everything we see. He built the mountains, built the oceans, and he built me. He's with me.
this is fun.
He is with me, he is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, he is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, he is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, he is for me, and I know that I was made for this. I live for this. God has a reason for my life. I'm gonna shout it out without a doubt. I was born for this, built for a purpose. Built for a
All right, how did you do? It's probably a good thing that Ellie didn't join me. She probably would have brought the roof down, huh, Ellie, instead of just rattling the windows. All right, Ellie, so guess what? It is time for the bee bag. Let's check our bee basket here. I'll just show it quickly because I don't want to scare you. Look, it's a bee! Oh, no. All right. So let's see what we have here. I better keep it away from Ellie since elephants are afraid of bees. It says, "Be you." Oh, I like that one. Oh, Ellie, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. I'll put the bee away. I thought Ellie was going to run away there. She started to get a little bit nervous. Yeah. Oh, well, I think that's an interesting one. Be you. Do you know who you are, Ellie? Yeah, Ellie says she's an elephant. Of course she is. Yeah. Well, I think it's very important to know who we are because it affects the things we do, the choices we make. Yeah, it shapes the way we think and the way we feel. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I have this other sign here. This one's okay, Ellie. It doesn't have a bee on it. It says life. Well, there's this thing called life, and we have to figure out where we fit into it, what kind of people we want to be so that we'll be successful in life. Yeah. So, Ellie, where do you think you fit in life? Oh, she wants to eat the flowers. Oh, I better put that sign away too. She's an elephant. All they do is think about eating all the time. Yeah. So, Ellie, what kind of person if you were a person, what would you be? Oh, she said she would be honest. Oh, I think honest is very important. Yeah, because honest people don't steal. Yeah, if people stole things from you, would you want to be friends with them? No, you wouldn't want to hang out with them, right? You know what I always tell my grandchildren? If it doesn't belong to you, don't touch it. Yeah, so I think being honest is a very good quality to have in life. Yeah, what else, Ellie? Oh, good worker. She says be a good worker like elephants. Oh, elephants, they work hard all day long trying to find food because they're hungry and they're big and they have big stomachs. Yeah, so what kind of a worker do you think a boss would want? Do you think he'd want someone that only shows up when they feel like it? No, of course not. No, he wants someone who's dependable and responsible, right? If you don't go to work, you'll get fired, right? Yeah, and you don't want that to happen because you need money to pay for your bills. What's that? Oh, Ellie says that elephants don't need money. Oh, no. If they have a job, they work for peanuts. I get it. Elephants work for peanuts. Yeah. Well, our friends here will someday when they grow up, they're going to need a job so that they can pay their bills and have a place to live. So I think being a good, dependable worker is important. How about being a team player? Yeah. Oh, Ellie likes that one. Yeah, because remember, elephants hang out in herds. Yeah, and protect each other and work together to keep each other safe. Yeah. So sometimes there's things you have to do in life that you can't do it by yourself. Like if you want to play ball, you can't pitch the ball and then hit it too, right? No, it takes a team. Yeah. So sometimes you have to work as a team player. Yeah. So that's a good one. What do you think, Ellie? Be courageous. Courageous is good. Are elephants courageous? Yeah. So she says if the herd feels threatened, the big elephants will surround the mothers and the babies and protect them, and they stick together. That's kind of like being a team player too, right? Yeah, nice teamwork. What's that? Oh, she says the only time they're not courageous is when they're around bees. Yeah, that's right, because elephants do not like bees. No, that's really surprising, Ellie. I just didn't know that about elephants. Yeah, so you know what I think is important too? I think it's important to be kind and fair to other people. You know, do you remember we've talked about the golden rule before? To treat others the way you want to be treated. Yeah, I think that's a good thing, a good quality to have when you're trying to figure out who you are. Yeah, so I think when you're trying to find yourself and be you, I think it's really important to be honest and be a good worker. Yes, see, Ellie agrees too. Be dependable and be a team player, courageous, kind, and fair. Yeah, that's what Ellie and I want for you. Do you know why we want this? Because we want you to be successful in life. Yes, we do. Oh, we sure do. Well, Ellie, it's been so nice having you here. So thank you for coming and sharing your knowledge about elephants. You really told us a lot about elephants today that we didn't know. No, we didn't know a lot of these things, that they live in Africa and Asia, and their ears are a different size, and 40,000 muscles in their trunks. Oh my goodness, and they can hold up to 8 liters of water. They drink 30 to 50 gallons of water a day. Oh my goodness. And remember, their tusks do not grow back once they get broken. And remember, the poachers kill the whole elephant just to steal the tusk, and that's very sad, isn't it? But they are the world's largest land animal, and they eat 16 hours a day. Oh, they are hungry animals. Yeah. And remember, they are afraid of bees. Yeah, so if you ever see an elephant running, it might be because he's being chased by a bee. Oh, well, Ellie, thank you so much for joining us. It was fun having you here. Can you wave goodbye to our friends? Maybe your trunk, or, oh, look, Ellie can wave. Ellie can wave with her front foot there. So thank you for joining us. Well, I'm so glad you joined us. I hope you learned a lot about elephants today. I know I certainly did. Yes. Well, you take care. You stay healthy, safe, and happy. And Grandma Kitty will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.